Problems are always going to be there, and the more you grow as an individual, the problems that you thought were a problem before become really, really easy to solve. A lot of people stay in the problem thinking because sometimes they've got the barrier, they can't think of the solution because they're so used to that habit. Oh, this is what it is, someone save me, somebody give me the answer. But then when they stay in there for that length of time, they find it difficult to get to the solution. But if you're able to get to the solution and think beyond it, and ultimately grabbing that thought as soon as it comes in, stopping it dead and going, right, what's next? You can get there much quicker. So for some of us in the room, we might have bad habits. And some of those habits are actually usually been picked up in our lives. And the bad habits is about how we deal with problems. And what does that look like for us? And often we'll have mirrored or seen family members of how they deal with situations and how they spoke about them and how that has become a big thing in the family. And sometimes those actions can impact us. And that's how we deal with our situations and our actions as well. But ultimately, you can change that at any time. And it all starts with your attitude change shift straight away, and also having the awareness of when something comes in and just analysing it for truly what it is. Is it that bad? Is it that bad? I always remember being a little girl, and it served me really, really well. And it was something when I was little, and it was about, I think it was, I got in trouble in school. And I went to my mum and I was a little bit like, oh gosh, this teacher said this and they're going to make me stay in at break. And I was at primary school and all of these things. And she said, well, and I didn't do my work. She said it wasn't good enough. And I always remember my mum saying, well, did you try your best? And I said, yeah. And then she said to me, well, okay, well, that's all right, isn't it then, Gemma? And I remember looking and thinking, well, yeah. And she said, as long as you tried your best and as long as you know what you're going to do next time. And I remember that lesson at such a young age of like, okay, that's your problem. Did you try your best? Yeah. Okay. Do you know what you're going to do next time? Yeah. There's your little solution. Off you pop, off you go to school. And you know what? That instantly for me as a little child just released all this tension, all that thing I was worried about. Oh God, this teacher's not happy with me. And I remember just that thing. As long as you try your best, Gemma, and you know what you're going to do next, that's all you can ever ask of yourself. It's all you can ever ask. And for me, at the age of probably 6-year-old, that stuck with me. So in life now, if I come against something, I often say to myself, you know, did I try my best? Yeah, I did, with the skill set I currently had. Do I know what I'd do again if it happened? Yeah, I do. Okay, did anybody die? No. You're still alive, Gemma? Yeah. Right, dust yourself up, go again. And that's how I treat life now. You know, there's lots of things in my life that have been problems. And what I'm going to say to you all guys, right? Problems are always going to be there, and the more you grow as an individual, the problems that you thought were a problem before become really, really easy to solve. They're not even a problem. Like you look at things and you go, oh, it's that, oh. But a few years ago, it might have been a huge thing. But guess what starts happening as you grow?
Bigger problem.
Yeah, you get bigger problems, guys. They just come, they're bigger. And every time you develop your skill set, guess what? It's like collecting little gems as you go. Like literally is, you know, Pac-Man. You get a problem, you eat it up, you get a little bit bigger. You get another problem, you eat it up a bit bigger. And every time those problems keep coming, you get bigger and you know how to deal with them. And guess what? I'd never ever want a life where I don't have problems. Because what do problems give you? Growth. Like I said, I want you to, during these 3 days, to be uncomfortable, guys. I do want that to happen. I do, because I want you to grow. So as long as you can accept that you're going to get problems and you are fully in control of them, well then there's nothing in your way. Nothing.